going on, everybody? This is Joe.
And David.
And we are back for another Kaldheim pre-release pack opening. Dave has been hanging out with me very graciously as I've been opening some pre-release packs here. The last video, by the way, was an absolute blast.
Yeah.
And so if you missed it, I highly encourage that you go check it out because, hoo boy, I don't even want to spoil it for you. Just go watch it. It was very good. We've been having a good time. You should check out some of the, well, you should check out a lot of the other videos on our channel. Dave has been joining us for our streams every Monday and Friday, 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern. You should ring that bell so that you will get notifications whenever we go live, in case you've been missing them. Interesting. Sure.
Even things out.
Exactly. And why wouldn't we? Let's see if we can sneak this up here. Okay. Anyway, that should not keep working. Anyway, we have, that is an interesting one. We have the Kaldheim insert, the metal album insert. Basically. We have the divider, the snow-themed divider, which is gorgeous, awesome colors. And we have, if you have not watched one of these before, we have a code for MTG Arena. We will be giving this code away, so please do not forget to stay tuned in this video. You might want to watch the whole thing, because otherwise, how will you know when it comes up? We have the packs, too, and the packs we will be opening. Plus, we have our promo foil rare, which I don't know if you just saw that, but it's gorgeous. I'm going to open up the packaging that has it in there, because, whoo boy. All right, you already know that it's not a god, because there's a regular card back, but I mean, what else could you ask for?
Oh, wow.
It's so pretty. It's just so pretty. It's the world tree. It's gorgeous. Holy crap. Oh my god. It's gorgeous. That is insane.
Are those the roots in the flavor text?
Probably, yeah, actually. Now that you'd mention it. It's really sick. So sick. I am relatively certain we would not get to the 2 white, 2 blue, 2 black, 2 red, 2 green tap sack ability. And even if we did, I don't know that we'd have that many god cards in our deck. The Egyptian god card. Anyway, we wouldn't have that many gods in our deck to go search for anyway, but this could still go in if we're playing green and like a second, maybe even a third color, just because of the fact that it says as long as you control 6 or more lands you control have tap, add 1 mana of any color. So if we're playing green, this can go in because it's like a slightly better forest, although it enters tapped. Could we just look at this the whole video? Is everybody cool with that? Holy crap, it's gorgeous.
Make it a GIF.
We're just going to leave that over there for now. God, it's so pretty. When Amy gets back, that's probably all she's going to look at for the next, 10 minutes. All right, so we have a Tybalt pack. I don't blame her, by the way, if that's what she decides to do, because that card is gorgeous. We have a Cinderheart Giant, a Story Seeker, Strategic Planning, Fearless Pup, a Dread Rider, King Harald's Revenge. The purple in this card is so vibrant. Gorgeous. An Augury Raven, pretty good card. An Arachniform. Goldvein Pick again. Path to the World Tree. How appropriate. It's actually interesting because it does cost 2 and white, blue, black, red, green. So it goes in a World Tree deck, but I don't think we're making a World Tree deck. I don't think we could do it.
We'll see.
It's pretty good, though. It's an enchantment, and when it enters, you can search your library for a basic, reveal it, put it into your hand, and then shuffle. So if you are trying to do 5 colors, you could go get a basic that you might need of one of the colors that you don't have. But still, I don't think that that's an option. I really don't. But it's our first uncommon. Ooh, a Giant's Amulet. Very nice card. Is our second. And a Replicating Ring. I don't love this one, but I will say the ring itself does tap to add 1 mana of any color. And you know what likes that? The World Tree. If you could get this out early, maybe, but you need 8 turns. Because every turn it gets a night counter. Night as in day-night, not battle dragon night. And then if it has 8 or more night counters on it, so you need 8 turns, you remove all of the counters and make 8 colorless snow artifact tokens named Replicated Ring that all tap to add 1 mana of any color. So you could put this in the world. It's possible. That feels bad, but it is possible to do it. I guess I'll leave a separate pile of, like, helps to make the world tree a thing. But our next rare or mythic is... look at that sexy bastard.
Awesome.
It is Yorn, God of Winter. He is a god, so again, thank you, World Tree, I guess. Holy crap, it's kind of happening. But it's Yorn. Yorn is sweet. Whenever he attacks, you untap each snow permanent you control. And then, as with all the gods, there's a second side to Yorn. On the other side of Yorn, first of all, we have the Arctic tree line as well. Not bad. Kaldheim, the Rhyme Staff, which is very cool. You can play target snow permanent card from your graveyard this turn. If you do, it enters tapped. So that would be, I guess, a way to save if they destroyed your snow lands that you needed for your mana to make, you know, the world tree happen. I don't think that makes sense. But anyway, we'll keep talking about it regardless, right? But yeah, Yorn is very good anyway, because he untaps your snow permanents. That includes your lands. So you could tap and play something in your first main phase, then go to combat, attack with Yorn, untap all your snow permanents. That includes any snow permanents like, you know, himself, and all your lands, and then you can play something in your second main phase as well. So he's pretty good in that respect. Yeah. Plus, he's sexy as hell. Look at how sexy he is.
Spread legs.
Yeah, basically.
Man spreading.
Yep. Peacocking, if you will. And so behind Yorn, as you saw a couple times now, we have the Arctic tree line, which is actually pretty sweet. And again, if we get dual-colored lands, I don't think I have to tell you what else we could do. And behind that, we have a foil. We do. Holy crap. First of all, it's a foil rare, which is always nice. Secondly, it's a foil rare with Yorn depicted on it.
Wow.
A friend of Yorn is never cold. The cold never bothered them anyway. Thanks. Thank you. I appreciate that. That was very nice. I don't typically have audience participation when I make really shitty jokes in these videos, so I appreciate that.
That was from Moana.
It sure was. That chicken said it. This is gorgeous.
It is. It absolutely.
Holy crap! It's so pretty.
Especially with like the frost blast behind him.
Yeah, the frost blast behind him, and then like the halo-ish stuff around his head. Really sick.
Tack on another 10 minutes for Amy.
Right? That's so cool. This kit's great, man. Even if you like the deck would be like the worst deck of all time, I'd still do it. It's a foretell token. So this is just, you leave this on the side so that you know what cards you've foretold. Really, really sweet. I like that. We're moving on to a Tyvar Kel pack. This opening is fun already. Very interested in what's happening here. We have a Run Amok to start. I still don't, I mean, we're probably playing green, right? With Path of the World Tree, Blessing of Frost, Yorn, and the World Tree, and Arctic Tree Line. Like, how are we not? We have a Wings of the Cosmos, Draugr Thought Thief, Horizon Seeker. Now, Horizon, god damn it. Horizon Seeker, when it attacks, you can boast for 1 and a green, and search your library for a basic land card. Reveal it, and put it into your hand, and then shuffle. So if you had, I don't know, 5 colors of basics in your... I hate you, Dave. No. Draugr Recruiter, Invoke the Divine, a Sarulf's Packmate, which is just a good green card, Jarl of the Forsaken, Open the Omen Paths, Raven Wings, Forging the Tyrite Sword is our first uncommon. Now, interestingly, this does name a god in Halvar, God of Battle, so maybe that's, you know, getting us some gods here. But also, I don't know. I don't see this card making the cut. Although, holy crap, it makes treasures. And did we get a gold vein pick already?
Yes.
Damn it! Because the pick makes treasures, and treasures tap and sack for 1 mana of any color.
Yeah.
So angry. Okay, anyway, Forging the Tyrite Sword makes treasures, sure, whatever. Provoke the Trolls is our second uncommon. And Poison the Cup, a very good one, is the third. That's a great card. And so our next rare or mythic, how much angrier is it going to make me? Our next rare or mythic is...
Piss him off.
Ooh, it's a mythic alt art in Alrund, God of the Cosmos.
Awesome.
God, he's gorgeous. This won't piss me off because it doesn't, although, yes, it does. It's a god. Why? That's infuriating. Okay. God damn it, man. Alrund, God of the Cosmos, is a 1/1 for 5 mana. So he's probably got to be something else. But he gets +1/+1 for each card in our hand and each foretold card we own in exile. At the beginning of our end step, we choose a card type, then reveal the top 2 cards of our library, put all cards of the chosen type into our hand, and the rest on the bottom of our library in any order. So we'd probably choose land so that we could get the world tree going, so we could get all the gods of the stupid... Behind, or the other side of Alrund, is Haka, Whispering Raven. Because if you didn't get it, this is the Odin. With the Raven, etc. Great Odin's Raven and all that.
Sure.
It's a 2-mana, 2/3 flyer. And when it deals combat damage to a player, return it to its owner's hand and then scry 2.
Awesome.
Card is incredible. And, I mean... I'm so mad. But it's also a mythic... showcase art god, amazing, absolutely incredible, super happy with that. We have a glacial floodplain, so our second snowland is also a dual colored snowland, and a dwarf berserker token. This is ridiculous. I am sure that people are going to want to stick around to watch the rest of this, but maybe pause it really quickly so that you can check out this code for MTG Arena. Just a reminder, if you have already used a code from a Kaldheim pre-release pack on MTG Arena, you will not be able to use this code. You only get 1 per account. That's not my decision. That's Wizard's choice. But it's just to let you know to save you some time. If you do get this code, please feel free to shout it out in the comments that you got it. And this is just our way of saying thank you to all of you for watching our stuff. If you do not get this code, please remember to ring that bell. You will get notifications whenever any of our videos come out. We still have 3 more openings that will have codes in them for you if you missed this one. The 4th opening that we do after this one will be our code, but we will save that for the last opening so that you do not have to miss out that much sooner. So we have 3 more after this if this one doesn't work for you. Shout out if you got this one. Congratulations. And again, thank you all so much for watching. Like I said, I'm sure you're going to want to stick around for this crazy nonsense. So
I am.
Let's... Dave's like, well, I'm done. Just gets up and leaves. We have a Tyvar Kelpak next. I'm confused. So annoyed. All right. We have a God's Hall Guardian, Undersea Invader, Seize the Spoils, Grimdraugr, a Notvold Recluse. Amy enjoys this card. She loves her spiders. Open the Omen Paths. A Raven Wings. Struggle for Skemfar is a pretty good card. I like it. A Null. Sick art on that card. A Ravenous Lindworm. I mean, we've been talking about likely playing green, possibly green-blue, because we now have a blue mythic. So this would probably get in. We have a Blood Sky Berserker as our first uncommon. This card is very good. It's not like World Tree deck good, but it's a great card. So Blood Sky Berserker is our first uncommon. Great Hall of Starnheim is the second. I mean, again, if we're doing 5 colors, this would work because it's an alternate land in black, plus you need double white and a black to activate its ability, which would let you make an angel. So that's not bad. But otherwise, it doesn't help the World Tree do its thing, but it would probably still go in that type of a deck anyway. And a Carter's Vicious Return, which also doesn't help with a World Tree deck, but is still a cool card. We do have some pretty cool black stuff in our uncommon slot. So if we were to go black and we considered red as a second color instead of green or blue, which is currently doubtful, but still possible, this would be a maybe. And behind Carter's Vicious Return, our next rare or mythic is A Tyrite Sanctum, now notably, doesn't necessarily help with the World Tree situation, but with 2 gods, this card benefits off of legendary creatures, and you can put an indestructible counter on target god. So any legendary creatures that we have that aren't gods, this can make them gods. And then since we already have 2 gods in the kit, this can just outright, without having to worry about us having additional legendary creatures to make gods, this can just give Alrund or Yorn indestructible. Very, very cool. So that would probably make it in with what we have so far, whether we go World Tree or not. Just with Alrund and Yorn in general, this is a great, great card. We have a Snow-Covered Forest, which is not bad. And we have a bird token, which you would get when you use like Raven form or something. Very cool. We have 3 packs remaining. We are halfway through. We have Kaya on our first. Inside of it, we have a Teskeri Firewalker. Axeguard Braggart, such a good card. Depart the Realm, very nice. Gorgeous art and colors as well. We have an Immersturm Raider, a Yespera Sentinel, Priest of the Haunted Edge, not bad if we are using our Snowlands or snow cards. Bound in Gold is a very good card. Very, very nice. Feed the Serpent. We may or may not have discussed in the last video how good this card is. We have an Arachniform. Invasion of the Giants is our next, is our first uncommon in this pack. Not bad, not bad at all. It's got Scry on it. It itself doesn't help with the World Tree deck, but is still a fine card. Colossal Plow. It does let you add triple white and you gain 3 life, but it's crew 6. So you'd only be able to do that if you had 6 power of other creatures. And so then you're probably winning enough that you won't need the World Tree, but regardless. And Notvold Slumber Mound. So another one of the lands like Great Hall of Starnheim that, again, if we were doing a World Tree deck would get in, doesn't itself help make the World Tree deck a thing, but still. Notvold Slumber Mound, not bad at all. And our next rare or mythic is a Rise of the Dreadmarn. Awesome. So for this kit, it's fine, I guess. Like if we're doing green and blue, but again, if you watched our last video, we were quite happy to see this. That was kind of funny. Behind Rise of the Dreadmarn, we have a Snow-Covered Plain. So we are unfortunately moving into single snow mana territory. But to be fair, I haven't seen a ton of like snow cards where we're like, oh, we definitely should play this one and we need snow for it. Also, behind our Snow-Covered Plains, we have Harald, King of Skemfar.
Nice.
It's a legendary creature, so that Tyrite Sanctum likes it, but also it's alt art. It is showcase art, excuse me. Oh, so cool.
Yeah, it is.
How many of these are we going to get? I love this. We got Furia in one of the other openings, in alt art and in foil. This is sick, man.
I love a gold trim.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. Gorgeous. They did like such a kick-ass job on this alt frame. Amazing. And behind Harald is one of the replacement cards for the modal double-faced cards. Okay. I mean, hey, that's pretty sweet. We have a Nico Pack next. Inside of Nico's pack, we have a Battlefield Raptor. Bergstrider, nice. Craven Hulk. Death Knell Berserker. Horizon Seeker again. Pretty good. Demon Bolt. Very nice card. Iron Verdict. Not bad. Dogged Pursuit's pretty good. Run Ashore. Dwarven Hammer is our first uncommon. Very, very nice. Inga Rune Eyes. Showcase art. That is sick. I have not seen that art yet. Holy crap. She's very good. And again, another legendary creature. If we're playing blue, this would work with like Tyrite Sanctum and stuff too. Very, very cool. I like that a lot. Behind Inga, we also have a Runed Crown. Very cool. Inga's great. I like that. Runed Crown is fine. We haven't opened a ton of runes that I remember out of this kit so far, so that's not the greatest. But anyway, our next rare or mythic is a mythic with some sick colors in Haunting Voyage. We used this card to very good effect in our early access event. You choose a creature type for 6 mana, return up to 2 creatures of that type from your graveyard to the battlefield, but if this spell was foretold, return all creature cards of that type from your graveyard to the battlefield instead, but if it's foretold, it's 7 mana instead of 6. But still, this card is insanely good. Very, very good card. And again, with like Blood Sky Berserker and Poison the Cup, we've had a couple of good, like, low-costed black cards, so that's pretty sweet. Interesting. Behind it, we have another Arctic Tree Line. Interesting. And another foil in, oh my god, that is gorgeous. Again, Amy will be super happy with this. This is one of the cards that we use as often as a deck box on MTG Arena, because, you know, if we have nothing else. But that is sick in foil. Holy crap, I love it. These foils. I mean, like, in a set where you're just like, hey, I feel like all the art's insane, you're probably going to say, hey, I feel like a lot of the foils are insane too.
Yeah.
Really, really pretty. Look at that. Awesome. Okay. So behind Open the Omen Paths is another treasure as well. This is great. No complaints here. That is a foil common, by the way, Open the Omen Paths. We have 1 pack remaining. It is Kaya. Let's see what Kaya has for us. I will say, I would probably, with this kit, I would probably try to make the World Tree deck, at least for fun, only because there's nothing that I've seen so far, like, you know, I'd make it like a heavy green base, because you need that for, like, your Horizon Seekers, Path to the World Trees, etc. But also, like, I don't know, like, there's nothing else that, like, heavily jumps out at me besides, like, Alrund, where it's like you have to play this particular duo of colors. And so then why the hell not try your best to get all 5 colors going for fun? You have 2 gods in the deck. Like, why wouldn't you? And then with Alrund, you get Inga Rune Eyes as well. Like, there's some cool blue in here too. The Giant's Amulet's not bad either. So, yeah, you could definitely do it and just put, like, good red, black, etc. cards in there, just to make sure that you have some stuff. So, we start with the Valor of the Worthy in this last pack. Lityara Kinseekers. Cinderheart Giant. Oh, actually, notably, I am silly. This is a shapeshifter. Oh, but does Changeling not work in your deck? I actually don't know how that works. Leave that in the comments, folks. Maybe I'm not aware. So the Changeling ability says this card is every creature type. That includes God. Okay. But because it says it in the rules box of the card, I think if you're searching your library, like with the World Tree ability, for all your gods, I think it only looks at this, and right now this is creature type shapeshifter, not creature type god, or creature type any creature type, you know what I mean? Like when it's on the field, Tyrite Sanctum could give it indestructible, because it can give a god indestructible, and it's a god when it's on the battlefield, but I don't think it is in your deck. But those of you who are a little bit more rules-minded than I am, I would love to hear from you in the comments. How does that work? After Lityara Kinseekers, we have a Cinderheart Giant, a Guardian Gladewalker, another shapeshifter, so again, more relevance. And it's in green, so even more relevant, since we were talking about like a heavy green base. Elderfang Disciple, Struggle for Skemfar, very cool. A Null, not bad. A Ravenous Lindworm again. A Squash. It's so brutal. It really is. You can tell, like a second and a half from now, that thing's head's going to explode and a lot of juice is about to extrude from that general area of that goblin.
Sure is.
Or troll, I should say. Real gross. But it's a great card.
Yeah.
We have a Raider's Carve, which is not bad. I don't love that one, but it's fine. We have a Frost Augur, a Boreal Outrider, which is a very good card. Snow Creature Elf Warrior, very, very nice. And our last uncommon is Turgrid's Shadow. This is an interesting one. I feel like I've seen this used to really good effect when people have used it, but I also feel like I'd be afraid to use it for how bad it could turn out. But you play it at instant speed. Each player sacrifices 2 creatures. That includes yourself. So if you only have 2 creatures and your opponent has more than 2, this card's very bad. But if you have no creatures and your opponent has 2 or more, this is very good for you. So there's like bad, like fail cases and
Very
success cases. Yeah, exactly. So, but the more important thing is, what is our last rare or mythic? It is a Cyclone Summoner rare. Giant Wizard. Okay. Interesting. Not great, but not bad, I guess. The art is really cool. I love how cool he looks. But it's a 7/7 for 7, so there's that. And when it enters, if you cast it from your hand, return all permanents to their owner's hands except for giants, wizards, and lands. Very cool. Behind the Cyclone Summoner, a snow-covered swamp. Not bad at all. And a Foretell token. Interesting. So, like I said, I still think that I would try to make the World Tree happen, but I would also, like, just have a green base with probably blue as my second color between the Cyclone Summoner, Alrund, and like Inga Rune Eyes and stuff. So maybe I don't cover up the gorgeousness that is the World Tree with Alrund, although Alrund, you're pretty sweet. I do also love the Raven. I really do. I think the Raven in most games is going to probably be better than Alrund, but still, I know it's blasphemous, but really, really nice. And hey, if we get the World Tree to work once in like all the games that we would play throughout the day in our sealed event, that would probably be good enough. So yeah, I would love to hear your thoughts down in the comments below. Would you do you see like a really sick deck here that I'm not playing? Like, is it just green black again? Although there's blue too, so I don't know. I really don't. Is there like a really sick deck here that I'm missing that like you really think I shouldn't go the World Tree route because there's something much better and I could go like, XO and like win the whole day? Because otherwise I think I would just have some fun and make the World Tree. But I would love people's opinions down in the comments below. In addition, please feel free to do all that other fun YouTube stuff. Commenting, liking, sharing. We mentioned subscribing and ringing the bell earlier. It really helps us out a lot, and we hope it helps you out as well to find out every time we go live, every time a new video comes out. You can check out our other channels down in the description box below. Dave has been joining us here to maybe make some secret projects for some other channels. Maybe. Possibly.
We'll see.
And thank you for hanging out with us as always, Dave. We appreciate it. So give your shout outs to Dave in the comments as well. But for now, from us here at the Geek for All family of channels, I have been Joe.
And I have been David.
And as we always say, in whichever video of ours you watch next, we will see you all next time. Thanks, everybody.